Gay Nation, brought to you by Totally Dublin, for all that's happening in the capital.
Tick tock, set your telly to gay. Yes, indeed, it's time for Gay Nation. On this programme, we're meeting a music maestro, Jaime Nanci Barron, who's involved in 2 bands and has his finger in many pies. Later on in the programme, we're going to meet Love and Joy to talk slap for boys. How can men wear makeup, given that they have facial hair and thick eyebrows? And lastly, tonight's special guest is a lady from the Fine Gael party. It's a woman who twitted and tweeted to fame during the election campaign. Yes, indeed, it's Lucinda Crichton. And if we have a chance, we might even get a small amount of music in there somewhere. So do stay with us. Welcome back. Now, the music scene all over the country can be arguably said to be mixed, varied, ceilidh, trad, rock, indie, pop, but the gay scene tends to be a little bit more pop than all of that. One man crossing the boundaries between the gay music scene and the straight music scene, and involved in many bands with 3 regular nights in Dublin City Centre, is Jaime Nanci Barron. He joins us now on Gay Nation. Jaime, welcome to the show.
Hey Joe, how are you doing?
I'm grand, how are you?
I'm good, yeah.
Can I start talking to you about your beard? It's awful interesting looking.
But I don't know what to say about it. It's just there, you know.
And how long have you had the locks and the blondie bit?
Well, I recently dyed it, but I have a white patch, with vitiligo or something it's called. So I have a white patch that grows there naturally. Perfect placing. And these I've had them for quite a while. I mean, I shave them off every so often, but I love goats, so I have a little bit of a goat
affinity with goats.
Fetish, yeah.
But see, I'm beard mad. I absolutely love beards, but I can hack them off and I've got no attachment to them. Is it the same for you? Can you just get rid of it and feel fine?
No, I feel completely naked if I get rid of it. Really.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I always have some kind of facial hair. I'll trim it down. Usually, I'll shave off half of it, and I have to go to the other side and try and even it out. But I mean, usually there's something on my face. I play around with mustaches and things.
And that's interesting because, you know, apart from your beard, you know, when you're performing, you seem very relaxed and very natural, and your look is very relaxed and natural. It's just your beard that seems the most groomed. So when you're going on, do you worry about what you have to wear? Do you think, God, I can't wear that shirt, or those boots are ridiculous, I'd never wear them on stage?
Well, I have my husband to tell me what not to wear, really. But no, I mean, I don't really think about it, really, what I'm going to wear. I just, whatever's comfortable, whatever's clean. Really.
Okay. Whatever's clean. Lovely. Yeah. Great. And when you are performing, which is your favourite venue at the moment? You've got 3 regular nights, don't you?
Yeah, we do Whelan's, The Village and Mercantile on Thursdays, Fridays and Sundays. And Whelan's is my favourite so far, yeah. It's
and that's with the Blues Boys. What's the name of that group?
Jaime Nanci and the Blue Boys, yeah. And it's just really relaxed Sunday evening vibe, you know, and everybody seems to have a lot of fun there. And yeah, we get a really nice crowd and nice reception, so...
Great. We're actually going to have a look at one of your music videos later on in the programme so people can hear exactly what you sound like. But just to talk about it a little bit now, the sound of your voice, it's quite unique for a man to sing in that style. Is there a name for it?
I don't know, because I sound kind of like a woman, do I?
It's quite high.
I sing in falsetto a lot, but I fluctuate. I've got a 4.5 octave voice range, so I can go quite low as well.
Now, what does that mean to people that aren't into music?
Well, it means that I've got a very, very low bass and very, very high...
Oh, so you've got a wide range. So
like soprano and bass, I suppose. But so I kind of go in between. And my speaking voice, as you can hear, is kind of hoarse because I speak in the mid range, obviously, and when I overuse that after a gig, usually, I'll end up hoarse there. But I can still sing in the high and low register. So yeah. But people have often said I sound like a African American woman. That's what I sing. And I can
understand why, because I did hear you in Whelan's quite recently, and I was kind of thinking to myself, there is a really feminine lilt to it. It's lovely. But well, you're in Cuckoo Savant and you're with the Blues Boys. So how different are they? What do Cuckoo Savant do?
Cuckoo Savant is all originals, and we do. I mean, what we do with Jaime Nanci and the Blue Boys is it's all covers, but we take contemporary songs and do them in a kind of jazz or swing style. You know, songs like by Madonna or Kate Bush, and then mix them with some standards, Nina Simone numbers. But then with Cuckoo Savant, it's all original stuff that we've written ourselves. We've one album that we released 2 years ago, and we're working on our new album at the minute. And again, it's just all like songs that I wrote with my songwriting partner Morgan Cook and Kevin O'Kelly and Steve May. So they create all the musicality of it, and I write the lyrics normally.
Okay. And then with music in Dublin and performing in various venues, do you think that the gay scene is a little bit kind of pop-driven, it's got all one sound, or is it more varied than that? I
don't think it's... I mean, I think in a lot of the commercial venues you're going to hear a lot more pop. But I think that there's a discerning musical taste with especially older gay people, you know. And we have a very big lesbian following. The Blue Boys always have a huge group of gay girls that come and liven up the place. If they're not there, we feel bereft. But then again, with Cuckoo Savant, we've a large lesbian following. I mean, and then I think, you know, people like Rufus Wainwright or Anthony and the Johnsons, there is a more kind of non-mainstream element to queer music.
Okay, so it's not just Madonna and Lady Gaga. There are people.
No, but there's nothing wrong with Lady Gaga or Madonna.
As well, I mean, yeah. But if it's mainstream, it's all the people are listening to. There's no variety. So it's nice to have both. Yeah, but I think Gaga's kind of mixing it up a bit because she doesn't stick to one specific sound. From song to song, she jumps genres really. So, you know, it's a bit more interesting now than it was. Sisters and things, they're mainstream, but they're not really, their subject matter isn't really mainstream. It's a bit more queer, you know. Yeah, absolutely. And then you said Cuckoo Savant are working on their second album. Yeah. Whenabouts do you think that might be ready? When can people listen to it? Well, we've got the songs written, and we have a funded project at the minute where we're trying to get crowdfunding to help us push the album forward. It will be later in the year, probably September, October. Okay, you've said it now. The words are out there. The album will be out in September or October. You've given yourself a deadline. We'll be in the studio recording it then. Okay, so, great. I mean, we're probably looking at a January 2012 if we're all still here. Okay, pushing that deadline back already. Great. Yeah. Well, busy production. You never know how long it's going to take with the post-recording element of it, you know. Okay, great. So, which of your two bands do you enjoy the most working with? I know you can't pick a favourite, and that's not what I'm asking. But, you know, do you look forward to kind of a relaxed gig with the Blues Boys, or is Cuckoo Savant a bit more sort of exciting and energetic for you? Cuckoo Savant are like my family now at this stage, you know. So I've only been playing with the Blue Boys for a few months, really. I mean, I've worked with the musicians in different forms with the Burlesque and Cabaret Social Club I've played. That's how I met a couple of the guys that are in the Blue Boys. And I love those gigs. They're all my favourite songs, you know. We sing, as I said, Madonna or whatever, and they're all songs I love to sing anyway. So I love that element of it. But then I love the reaction that we get to original songs when I play with Cuckoo Savant. So, I mean, it's completely different. So they're completely different satisfactions that you get out of both of them. Yeah, Cuckoo Savant would be, in some ways, more like, it's harder work, really, because you're creating it. Because it's something that some people might not have ever heard before. You know, it's easy to play songs that people know because you know that they're going to like them. Whereas if it's something that they haven't heard, you just don't know. And I think it's important to point out as well that those gigs in Whelan's with the Blues Boys are free. Anyone can go to them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, every Sunday. Okay, well, Jamie, listen, it was a pleasure talking to you. Thanks very much for coming on Gay Nation. Thank you very much. And I'm sure everyone will check you out in Whelan's for free or in your other gigs around town. Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Joe. So do stay with us because later on in the programme we're meeting a lady from Fine Gael, Lucinda Crichton, and we're checking out how boys can apply makeup properly despite having things like facial hair or eyebrows. Do send an email to gaynation@city.ie if you have any questions or queries for me, and do stay with us because we'll be back just after this.
Gay Nation, brought to you by Totally Dublin, for all that's happening in the capital.